2, 3, 4. That sounds good. We good? Okay. $20 billion. It's a staggering amount. And we spend it each and every year on IT security. Traditional next generation firewall, intrusion prevention systems, web and email gateways, and antivirus. Now, I want to give you another number, 95%. That's the number of enterprises whose networks are compromised. That's right, 95% have significant infections despite the $20 billion they spend on IT security last year. Now, how's this possible? Well, for one thing, firewall, IPS, and AV vendors talk a good game, but clearly cyber criminals are evading these defenses with new attacks. Enterprises simply can't keep up. The number of threats is up 5-fold from 2009 and 10-fold from 2007. The world has changed. The cyber criminals have elevated their game. Their attacks have become much more sophisticated, and the objective has migrated from basic disruption to stealing your corporate data. This new type of attack is the advanced targeted attack, also referred to as advanced malware, zero-day exploits, or even APTs. And what do they all have in common? The attacks are targeted, persistent, and unknown, enabling them to evade traditional signature-based defenses. Traditional or next-generation firewalls, IPS, gateway, or AV, it doesn't matter. They are all completely defenseless in the face of advanced targeted attacks. So, despite that massive $20 billion investment, every organization has a security hole, and it's not a small one. Research shows that enterprises have an average of over 450 net new infections per week per gigabit of data. 450 events that successfully evaded all of their defenses. Wow. And the reason? Because signature-based defenses can't keep up against attacks that are targeted, dynamic, and polymorphic. Simply put, you can't stop what you've never seen before. Look no further than the headlines. You can talk with Gartner, Forrester, or any of the top analysts. They are all talking about this exact problem. So, how are companies getting attacked? Let's take a look. There are two major threat vectors, web and email. Attacks come in via the web or via a spear phishing email attachment, or a combination of both, such as an email with a URL embedded in it. Because the attack is targeted, say, at one individual, it won't be recognized by traditional defenses. Now, we've all seen this before. Tom, the director of finance at a large bank, gets an email that seemingly comes from his HR department asking him to update his account. The moment he clicks on the URL in the email, it triggers the multi-stage process of an infection. The link leads to a browser exploit. A callback to its master CNC server occurs, and the primary malware executable is downloaded and installed. Well, then things get worse. Once inside, the malware moves laterally, spreading unabated to other parts of your infrastructure, infecting other servers and files. For cyber criminals, it's game on. Let the data exfiltration begin. Customer lists, financial documents, intellectual property, roadmaps, blueprints, gone. All gone. Unfortunately, this is the new status quo for our industry. So how do you stop it? With FireEye, the leader in stopping advanced targeted attacks. Enterprise and federal agencies across the globe and in every industry have deployed FireEye solutions to stop advanced attacks such as APTs. FireEye has built the only completely integrated solution that addresses every major threat vector at every stage of an advanced attack. Let's take a look. We'll start with the threat vectors. FireEye stops attacks across both web and email. Whether a targeted attack comes in via a web browsing or spear phishing email attachment, FireEye detects it and blocks it. It even stops blended attacks such as URLs embedded in emails. FireEye is also the only solution capable of stopping zero-day malware that could be lurking on file shares inside the enterprise data center. That is accomplished with yet another industry first, our new File MPS product. Launched just this week, this File MPS completes the security coverage with an appliance that addresses malware brought into the network via file sharing as well as other manual means. It finds malware that no other AV engine ever could. Next, FireEye is uniquely able to detect and block all stages of an advanced attack. It sees the initial exploit, the executable download, the callback, and any attempted exfiltration. It provides total context into how an attack happened, who else may have been compromised, even commonalities across attacks. It does this through a family of appliances that sits behind either the web gateway for web traffic or an email gateway for email traffic. The appliance inspects traffic to see if it is malicious by creating multiple virtual execution environments. It teleports the malware into a virtual execution engine and simulates a desktop environment, which then executes the exploit and subsequent malware downloads to confirm the presence of malicious activity. And because our web and email appliances are completely integrated with our central management system, blended attacks and correlations can be made in an instant. Remember, this is all real-time and signatureless. FireEye can truly pick out the needle in the haystack. Well, there's 2 points I want you to walk away with today. Every company in the world is at risk to an advanced attack such as APTs, as traditional IT defenses simply don't work. And second, FireEye is the undisputed leader in stopping advanced targeted attacks. It is the only integrated solution that detects and blocks web, email, and file-based threats across every stage of an attack. Best and brightest across every industry have chosen FireEye. Thank you for joining us. Please talk to one of our security experts to get the power to stop advanced attacks.